I don't. Oh, it says I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. Okay, so who's here? Who's here? It says we've got two folks. I think one of those is Mitch. Oh, something's going on with my phone.
You're the second one.
Oh, I'm the second one. Nobody's here. Well, all right. That's okay, because somebody will hop on here, I'm sure.
Yep, says 3 watching.
Oh, well, there we go. Oh, it's Miguel. What are you doing, Miguel? What are you doing today? I have been cooking up a storm for my mother, and one of the things I had left over was the chicken carcass, because I did some roast chicken for her. So today I made Mr. Tiny Retirement a lovely chicken bone broth and noodle soup.
Quite yummy.
You're loving it. So, oh, you just got in from grocery shopping. Oh my good Lord. I know it. And you know, I'm really afraid what's coming. It's only going up. So I'm really nervous about all of that. So that's what I'm doing today. I have been trying to reclaim my kitchen because it has been a disaster. I'm watching Mitch. He's digging into more soup.
Bowl number 5.
Bowl number 5. Well, they're little bowls. They're little bowls. Yeah, so I started something new this month. I'm doing Mom's grocery shopping for her. And I just was dumbfounded. Oh, it's 73 degrees there. It's 34 here right now. It is 34 here right now. We had rain and ice yesterday, a lot of ice. We've got snow in the forecast coming up, too. I was looking at that. It looks like we've got a lot of snow. So what else can I tell you? Well, today, my mother is still having issues with her blood pressure. It was up to, well, the other day it was 215 over 102. So clearly her blood pressure meds are not working. And today, Mitch said she was really bad today, disoriented, really agitated. She went off the deep end this morning with me because she needed to get a prescription. So we arranged yesterday. Yeah, Mitch is going to be running errands, doing dump runs. He'll come grab you and go get your prescription. Well, she started texting me this morning before I was even out of bed to confirm and make sure we were still planning to take her because she needs her prescription. She has an inhaler because she has COPD. And she needed it. She was out. She's gonna die. Well, then she was mad because Mitch just did the drive up because she had 2 prescriptions. So we just assumed one of them was her inhaler. It was not. And apparently she had quite the reaction. What would you call it? Like a panic attack.
She had a tantrum.
Oh, a tantrum.
Threw the meds she had on the floor and needed to go in and
threw them on the floor. She's been making all kinds of digs to us lately. And Mitch got the dig of, well, this is why we go in and don't just do drive-through. Did I tell you that he was doing drive-through and she was irritated at that?
Oh, yeah.
So she was irritated at that, and they went in. They got it all straightened out. Come to find out, she had never even called in the prescription. She hadn't even called it in for a refill. And so they were able to.
Well, hear that.
No, I don't think you hear this, honey. He thinks he hears my phone.
Oh, no. No, I don't. I hear you in my.
Oh.
I didn't have the volume down all the way.
So come to find out, she never even called in that prescription. So all that drama. And then apparently the crux of the whole situation was that she was having a tantrum and mad that we didn't just get up out of bed, set our alarm to be at the store, at the pharmacy, the second it opened. Apparently that's what started the agitation, because the next day was when he dropped her off. Or was it when you picked her up?
What?
That she was like, I have manners. I don't make people wait.
No, when I was picking her up.
Oh, when you were picking her up. So.
Yeah.
So. So she was upset that I hadn't responded. Oh, and then it just went on. She was upset that I hadn't responded to her text because I wasn't out of bed.
And come to find out, she was not out of her inhaler.
Oh. And come to find out, she wasn't. Oh, Mitch is having.
No, said y'all can have coffee for your coffee time. I need a beer after today.
Oh, after today. Oh, I love that. I love lemon water. I love lemon water. So with all of that, but yet she wasn't even out of the inhaler. It was just starting to, come into the, that mark on the inhalers have a mark when you've got like 40 puffs left. She wasn't even close to being out. It was just coming to the warnings, the warning spot. A line starts coming that indicates that you're getting low. Time to reorder it. Well, she hadn't even done that. Yep, Gerard is on duty. He is a little guard dog. He's a dirty little guard dog right now. He has a dirty face. He needs combing and brushing. All right. So that's what I've been up to today. And I made, obviously I made a few phone calls for my mother, calling our doctor, finding out what else we can do. Because clearly her blood pressure meds are not working. And I'm wondering if she might not have a UTI again. I'm kind of wondering that one. But the good news is, I mean, if it can be good news, we've been trying to get home health care in to look after her, to stop in and check in on her and all of that. And she's been on a waiting list. Well, that's for long term. Apparently, now that she has had a heart attack, she now qualifies, has medical reasons, and is now in need of acute care, which is a limited time. I think it's for like 6 months. The same thing, but it's for a short period of time, which might really help while she's on the waiting list. Because mom lives on her own, and we can't be there every single day. We just can't. Oh, your allergies are bad there. Yep. Oh, cedarwood. Uh-huh. We have some issues here with the wood stove.
What?
With allergies. I do. I it tends to bother me in the wintertime.
Well, dries everything out.
No, but even like the smoke a little bit comes into the house because I always forget to open the flue.
Yeah.
I forget to open the flue to let all the smoke out of the.
Get it going up the chimney.
To go up the chimney. Speaking of Mom. She doesn't know what a UTI is. She just wrote her appointment on the calendar. And she knows she has one feel rusty 10th, February 10th. Oh, and they're plowing fields. Yeah, oh, see? But I'm ready for spring already. This is the time of year where I wish the snow would just go away. But I guess we have more coming. So that was the prescription drama this morning. And then apparently and we're increasing her blood pressure meds again. So we had something funny going on here yesterday. Mitch and I, it was raining and ice and all of that up here. So Mitch and I sat around and just watched movies. We just sat around and watched movies yesterday all day long. And the next thing you know, it was a medieval thing set in the 1300s. And Mitch is always coming up with these weird home security ideas. Like, for instance, he swears he's going to build spider holes up on our hill. We have quite a hill in our backyard, and he wants to do that in case somebody breaks into our house and the apocalypse happens. So so yesterday the castle was being attacked in this medieval village, and all of a sudden they lit the moat, and I'm looking at him, what? And Mitch jumps up. That's what we need. We need a fire moat. Okay, so who else do we have here? I'm seeing 5 people. I think Mitch just took off with Gerard outside because Gerard runs the show. So apparently we're getting a fire moat. So who else is here? I see 4 people. All right, so I'm actually having tea today and not coffee. So this is a Bengal spice tea. So maybe I should do a, what is it, the hashtag Tea Tuesday thing? Maybe I should be doing that. All right, so that was the saga with Mom. She has an appointment next week, and they may even give her something for the anxiety, because that could be contributing. I really think she's got a UTI, though. I really do, because she's acting the same way she did before when I couldn't even go near her. And I'm feeling that way again. She's so agitated with me that I'm like, yeah, I'm going to stay home. I have a live this afternoon. I'm going to stay home. Yep, so that's it. But because she's had a heart attack, we're hopefully going to be able to get some acute home health care. Hi, Misha. Oh, it is. It's beautiful. Yesterday was really cold and icy and nasty, but today's gorgeous. Well, that's all right if you can't stay long. Nice to see you pop in. I don't really have a lot to talk about. I already told the saga of Mom's prescription this morning, and she went over the deep end, went right over the deep end. Over the deep end and down in the gully. So, but hopefully things will change and start getting a little bit better. We just need to get that blood pressure under control. So yeah, yesterday was a good soup day. Yeah, oh, Misha. She got so mad at me this morning because I didn't answer her text. Well, I was not even up yet. So the whole prescription saga, she was having a fit because she wanted us to go and take, she does not like to wait. She has an absolutely irrational rage if she's made to wait. She doesn't like waiting for the doctors. You know, when they take you into a waiting room, we can't even take her to a restaurant anymore. Oh, and apparently, because she gets mad at waiting for the table. And she says it right to the hostess. Aren't they finished eating yet? Well, today, I guess, Mitch walked and called her mommy dearest. I try to ignore her now. I try to ignore her. She's going downhill again. But I just, we just laugh it off. But today, I guess Mitch took her to the grocery store and she had like 10 items or so. And she walks up to the cashier to check out. And the woman in front of her had the entire conveyor belt filled with groceries. I do it too. You know, I don't like grocery shopping. I do it once a month, and then I send Mitch. So my mother looks at, hey Jan. My mother stands there and looks at the woman in front of her and says, "You think you're buying enough?" But she's really disoriented right now too. She's Mitch took her to the post office to check her post office box. She didn't know where she was. She didn't know where she was. So that was, we're just keeping an eye on her. We take her into the store. Mitch is very good about, you know, I've said this, I say this almost every time. I don't know what I would do without Mitch. He's pretty much handling her, and he's so easygoing that it just, whatever she does just rolls off of him. But can you imagine saying something like that to a complete stranger? You think you bought enough? I'm gonna have a T-shirt made. I'm gonna have a T-shirt made. You think you're buying enough? It makes me laugh. It was pretty funny. I mean, we can't take her to a restaurant. The last time we took her out to eat, well, we did take her to lunch a little while ago, and she complained because she had to wait. She complained because she had to wait. But I have seen her. Oh, hey, Karen, nice to see you. I'm talking about my mother. I'm telling stories about my mother. She has dementia and she has anxiety, really bad anxiety. In fact, I think the next appointment, they may be giving her something. But we took her into a restaurant one time for Thanksgiving. You can imagine, for a Thanksgiving buffet, you know how they seat you? You can be seated at 1 o'clock. Well, the people that were at our table sat around drinking coffee and chatting afterwards. My mother got up from the bench where we were sitting and waiting, and there were a ton of people. A ton of people. She would get up and she'd march into the dining room and she'd stare at them. And she did it more than once. She'd stare, she'd look at her watch, and then she'd stare again. All right, who have we got on here? What are you guys all doing today? What are you guys all doing? I made some awesome chicken broth yesterday, and then today I turned it into a chicken noodle soup with peas and carrots and chicken. And Mitch has had 5 little bowls of it already. Hey, Keith, how are you? You can't stay long today. Yeah. Oh, I'm looking quite lovely. Thank you. I took a shower. Winfield. Okay, we'll see you later. Oh yeah. I used to leave my Christmas decorations up until like Valentine's Day. I just I, I don't know. I don't know if I was lazy. I think because my daughter loved it. I had just the one daughter back then. I don't know. This year, by Christmas night, they were out. Well, tiny house. I don't have that many decorations. It's easy. You just got home from picking up 2 gate posts, waiting for Kevin to get home to unload them because they are so heavy. Oh, Kristen H. Hi there. Welcome. Yeah, you know, it is. It is still Christmas season until Lent starts. I agree. I'm going to go with that one. So we have been I love Christmas. I love Christmas. But so anyway, I'm trying to think of what else has my mother done? What else has she done? Well, she's been calling Gerard by she used to have a dog named Scruffy, and she's been calling Gerard Scruffy. And this was 20 years ago. So she's been having dizzy spells. So I don't know what to do about any of that. Just keep calling her doctor, I guess. She won't go to the emergency room when we take her blood pressure and it's that high. She won't. So what else can I tell you guys? What are you guys doing today? Jan, you've got a gate post. What are you putting where are you putting a gate? Where are you going to be putting a gate? We're hoping to do fencing all around the property because we've been having a lot of predators, and I worry about Gerard because he doesn't always mind. He's stubborn. Oh, you're putting a gate on your driveway. Ah ha ha. Well, that's a smart thing. You know what happened to me? I can't remember if it was Sunday morning or Monday morning, but about 6 o'clock, somebody tried to call me through Facebook. Through, what is it, Messenger? 6 o'clock in the morning. Oh, 16 feet. Oh, that's good. Yeah, 6 o'clock in the morning. Luckily, I have my phone on Do Not Disturb every night, except for Mom and Mitch and my kids. But I couldn't believe it. I got up and I'm like, 6 o'clock? What the heck? So somebody I'm obviously Facebook friends with, but that's okay. No harm, no foul, because it never actually rang. So the gate across the driveway just made me think, security, because there's stuff going on right now. There's a big movement about the cyberbullying happening right now, which is very scary. I've seen some. Yeah, that's what you do too. Yeah, the sleep is precious. It is. And I have connective tissue disease. So, and what I have discovered over the years is that if I just get enough sleep and stay rested, I can keep it under control. And the pain and the discomfort is minimal. And I can function quite well, quite nicely. So anyway, the whole cyberbullying thing, I have seen behavior in YouTube that I have not seen before. And I'm pretty shocked. I just can't imagine being impolite to someone, let alone threatening and bullying, not on purpose. I'm sure I've said things I probably shouldn't have, but but you know, that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. Jan, are you in Missouri? I think you're in Missouri. I'm trying to remember. I'm picturing your homestead. Oh my gosh. And not even to, yeah, Missouri. That's what I thought. And not even to your face, Jan, you know? Some people. I don't know that I'm going to be doing a video. I know they want me to, but I see, not me in particular, but everyone. What is it? Pure living simple? Pure simple life living? I can't remember. But anyway, they're, you know, good for them. Good for them for standing up and bringing this to light. It's not necessary. It's just not necessary. Pure living for life. Thank you, Jan. Yes. Yeah. So I guess, well, I didn't plan a very long list of what to talk to you guys about, did I? Just trying to reclaim my kitchen. I've been so busy. Mom has kept me hopping all last week that it piled up in a tiny house, even a little thing. Oh, I know that somebody would call Child Protective Services, or just, oh, I was just sick about that. I was just sick. So what else can we talk about today? I have a lot of chicken stock that I'm going to be putting into canning jars because I've been doing a lot of cooking for Mom. And one of the things I had was a roaster. So we have a lot of snow coming next week. Jan, what's the temperature out there? Oh, you know, the other thing is if you guys have questions for Mitch, we're going to be doing an interview. A lot of people have wanted him to talk about his years in the Coast Guard. Oh, the 40s there? Yeah, it's like 33 here. So pretty similar. I forgot what I was saying. See what happens to me? Maybe I'm the one with dementia. Oh, that's right. I remember. Some folks have thought that it would be interesting to for Mitch to talk about his years in the Coast Guard because he's got some stories. So we are working on 57. Yeah, his years in the Coast Guard. He's got some good stories because those coasties are. Jan, you're talking double. What's going on? So at any rate, I've worked up a bunch of standard questions. I know. Isn't he doing a good job? I've got the next part of, I'm working on the next part when he's putting up the insulation. And I don't know what else he's doing in there. I'm not sure. He's got a plan. I don't know what it is, but he's got one. Keep it PG-13. But will he be able to keep it PG-13, Misha asks. You know, it might not be possible. I don't know. Those coasties, I'm telling you, they are the yahoos. And they have no fear. They're crazy. They have no fear. YouTube standards. Yep. Yep. Well, that's where editing comes. I tried. You wouldn't believe what I actually bleep out sometimes. When he gets together with some of his other coastie buddies, you know, that he was in the Coast Guard with, it's just hilarious. And I sit there and it's like, these cannot all be true stories. They just can't be true stories. Oh my gosh. So how much snow do you have out there? Misha, do you get a lot of snow in you're in Kansas, right? Yes. Do you get a lot of snow out there? It doesn't strike me as a heavy snow area. Missouri, I think you do. I know Miguel is in Texas. I wouldn't imagine they get a lot of snow down there. It's great memories. We had friends we knew 13 years ago stay with us this summer. Oh, isn't that fun when you get together with old friends? Oh my gosh. Yep. I don't have too many friends that are really old. We've always kept a tight circle. We've always kept a pretty tight circle. Yeah, we haven't had a lot of snow this year too. It's very surprising. I remember one year in our house in New Hampshire, we got so much snow. We had a fenced-in backyard, and it was a 4-foot fence. I remember the snow. We had so much snow one year. It went right up over the fence. Okay. And I had a bull mastiff at that time. And oops, I can't do that. I'm making finger gestures. And I had a bull mastiff at the time. I let him out in the backyard to go do his business. And I looked out and he's like walking on the top of the snow, because the snow was hard at that time. You know, it was hard enough to hold a big dog. And he went over and I'm like, oh my good Lord, he's going to go right over the fence and out. Well, he went right up to the fence where the fence was under the snow. He couldn't see it. And he leaned his head over the fence and then did his business on the inside of the fence and then turned around and came running in. Oh my gosh. And then there was the time Stanley, my English Mastiff. You've seen them. We had them when we moved here, him and Roxy. I was out shoveling the driveway in front of the garage, and he and Roxy were in the backyard. Well, unbeknownst to me, he could get out. All right. I didn't know that. I didn't know it because after the bull mastiff, after Oliver, that incident with him, it scared me. We started snow blowing a path around the inside of the fence so that he wouldn't, no matter how much snow we got, there'd be a path and he wouldn't be tempted to climb out. Well, Mr. Stanley, the English Mastiff, discovered that he could indeed climb right up and get out of the backyard. I was in the front shoveling, as I said, and all of a sudden I look over and here comes Stanley, stopped in his tracks. And he looked at me and he put his head down and then he walked and he walked and he walked right by me, head down, into the garage and went to the back door to go back into the yard. Oh, we've had some funny animals. Yeah, it was hard. All of that snow was hard because Mitch was not at home. He was, yes, little Mr. Man, because he was out on patrol at that time. So when he was on patrol, he'd be gone for months at a time. So I was left to do the snow removal.
Yeah, you're slacking.
I'm telling
them. Get out there.
I know. Well, I'm telling them about when, remember when Oliver, we had so much snow, it was over the fence?
Oh, when he was peeking over.
Put his head over the fence, but his rear end was in the yard.
Oh, he knew.
He knew exactly where that boundary was. It was so
Sorry,
funny.
I'm talking to a neighbor.
Oh, who are you talking to?
Lady on the corner. She's out for a walk, and
oh,
she didn't know our store. She likes our house.
Everybody likes the little house.
Yeah.
It's not done.
She's like, well, at least you have electricity, unlike the hillbilly next door. I'm like, well, you have solar panels.
The hillbilly next door. Yeah, they built their own house next door, right behind us here. They built it. He built it with a hammer.
Yeah.
With a hammer, because I guess none of his tools worked.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't have electricity. Yeah. Well, they were going to charge him something like $8 or $10,000 to run electric lines to his house, and he basically said, I don't think so.
I'm good.
So they have solar power. They're completely off grid. So what else can we talk about? Oh my goodness, I've just been rambling for over a half hour. Yeah. Oh, Misha says hello to you.
Hello, I just coming back in. It's like, oh, Simply Jan's here, Misha's here.
Yeah. You missed your competition.
Where's he at?
Keith was here. He just popped in for a second. Miguel was here, but I think he hasn't commented, so he's probably heading off.
He doesn't comment unless he's driving.
That's not funny. Oh, Kevin is home. Yep. He's got some gate posts to move. You have a blessed week yourself, Jan. Thanks for coming by. Oh, Mitch just walked out. He'll be back in. All right, guys. Well, I want to thank all you guys for popping in. It's been 40 minutes. So I think I need to go and see what we're going to have for supper.
I'm still hitting the soup.
Oh, you're still hitting that soup?
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Oh, I think I just saw the ermine halfway up our hill going toward Keith and Lisa's.
Good. Keep going.
Yeah. All right, you guys. So we're gonna finish it up now. Thank you guys all for popping in. I appreciate your support. You have a nice Tuesday as well, Misha. And I'll be back here on Thursday at 3:00. So, fill you in on what's been happening then. All right. See you guys all later.